Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Program while you are joining, share this video, invite others to join. We are live, we are direct. We are live and direct. Share the video. If you are watching from YouTube, click the subscription button at Judge Money Blog Africa. If you are watching from Facebook, follow the page, invite others to join. It is very, very important. Okay. I know that so many of you in Biafra land must be sleeping by now. But that is okay. We will proceed with those that are online. It does not matter the numbers. All that matters is the message. I want to we are also live on Twitter because I want to talk about it. That's why it is important that we are live on Twitter. So those of you who are going to be watching on Twitter, retweet, can actually retweet with, tagging the United Nations, European Union, African Union, so that is very important, because to be sick all this while that is being remanded until November 14th. He was not sick. He was not sick all this while that he's been, recently, he's been okay ever since they gave him another long, reminding. Now, all of a sudden, he falls sick. I've been actually making some inquiries, and I've been making some, trying to solve that conundrum, because in that situation, I understand that this is not just, that is the reason why I chose and I said that I must make this broadcast this evening. All of a sudden, he went to federal a court of appeal, and after going to court of appeal, the prosecuting lawyer indicted Nigeria. The prosecuting lawyer actually confessed that they kidnapped and renditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, which is off the book. That the case is gaining momentum in his favor. Is that a coincidence that all of a sudden, after the court case, he became ill? Now, another thing that I've been thinking about, and remember when I told you that the DSS is working with Autopilot. I know that so many of you pay attention when each time we bring information online. A lot of you pay attention, so many of you does not pay attention. But it is quite important that which and every information we bring online, pay attention to it. Very, very important, so that when things like that is happening, you will understand that this is exactly what this person said. The DSS is working with Autopilot. If you are not aware of that, I want you to start following the move of these infiltrators, especially Simon Ekpa. Now you will understand that during the time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's clothes were supposed to be changed, the sentiment made by the DSS in their private facilities, the same sentiment that Simon Ekpa made in his broadcast by saying there is juju in the Isiago that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, given to wear, that he is no more advocating for the change of clothes. it is very, very important that, that there is something that many of you does not get here, especially those of, those autopilot who does not understand. The question is, why is it that those who have access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are not to be trusted, but those who does not have access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are to be trusted? Why is it that anybody and everybody who has gone to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are the people working against the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is it that anybody who is able to speak to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu becomes the enemy to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but the people who does not have access, who will not even be granted access by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself to see him, are now telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's, anybody that goes around to see him, that all of them are criminals, but they have never made any effort to see him. That is one question I want to ask the infiltrators, those who are sheepishly following the infiltrators. Why is it that when I sent a delegate to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and after that, it becomes that I was a liar? After that, I actually interviewed Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He actually said the same thing. He became a liar. After that, now lately, the better half of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, the better half of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, came to tell you the same thing. She becomes the enemy. She becomes Delilah, according to these infiltrators in Autopilot, who does not mean any good for anybody. Now, as I am done asking you those questions, now let me now go to the real reason why I threw this question at you. The reason why I threw this question at you is those who have, okay, let me now create an analogy. Now, those who have access to speak, to your mom or your dad, when they traveled, and they give you instruction on what to do because your mom gave them that instruction. Now you made them an enemy. And those who never have access to see your mom or even to speak to your mom, now exaggerating, imagining, telling you this is what your mom could want. But the one who have access to see your mom, who traveled, that you don't have any communication with your mom. First person went and they told you one thing. Another person went, they told you the same thing. Third person went, they told you the same thing. Not just third person, your mom's, husband went to get information from your mom, and they told you the same result, which all these people has been saying. And now you turn against those people and you embrace those who never even have access to see your mom or to get information as per what your mom wants you to do in a situation. Now, is that not an irony? So the reason why I am bringing all this together is for you to understand whom are we fighting in the Autopilot. I will tell you. Number one person we are fighting in the Autopilot is the DSS. Number two people we are fighting, or number one entities we are fighting is the DSS. The second, entities we are fighting, or the second person we are fighting is Owazurike. The third person we are actually, we are not just, once you call DSS, you call this boy called Udele. Those are the people we are fighting in the autopilot. So it is very, very important for you to understand these are the people. And another thing, it is also the Western agenda behind what they are doing. We are fighting Nigeria politicians in autopilot. That is the reason why I keep telling you that autopilot is the last battle that IPOB is going to fight. And that is the reason why it looks like it is taking so long for us, to actually quench those fire, because they are like chameleon. They are the enemy who masked themselves as if they are one of you. Now, let us now go to the real reason why I am telling you this evening, this morning, this afternoon, depending on where you are. And now I want you to share this video, invite other people to join. Now I am also going to try to bring more people into this program, because I am actually finalizing this program. I want to tell you exactly what is going on. Let me tell you what is going on. Let me check the YouTube if we are coming out clear on YouTube before I will actually tell you this that I want to tell you. I am not actually here to make exposition. I am here to actually give you information. That is what I am here for. I am here to give you this information. So share the video and let me in. Okay, let's see. YouTube, are we there? Okay, we are also live on YouTube. Now, I am going to now bring more people into the Facebook so that I will share this information. We have an exclusive broadcast that we are going to make. It is probably on Sunday. If I have, if I am not tired tomorrow, maybe I'll make it tomorrow, but I don't think so. But definitely on Sunday, I am very, very sure of that broadcast where we are going to be touching a lot of things. It is going to be educative, expository, and analysis. So we are going to have all these elements in that broadcast. We are going to be finding some shifting needles in this, shenanigan, and all this shenanigan we found ourselves dealing with. So now I want to bring in more audience on Facebook before we will be announcing, or I will be giving you a tip, a hint to exactly, because all these things that I brought in, this preamble I built, I want us to analyze it. And when I am done analyzing it, you go into your bedroom, you now reason and think about everything that I have just said here this evening. You think about it, then you will now tell yourself exactly what is going on. I know you understand and you know that the truth is something that no matter how much you oppress it, it will always come up to thrive, because we are actually doing the truth. So if you actually dip a truth in the Atlantic Ocean, at some point the truth will come up for the world to see. That is exactly what is going on. So the most important thing that you must understand this evening, I don't know if we have actually brought in people into this program. The most important thing that I want you to understand this evening is that the autopilot you see today, very, very soon you will see them no more. And I want you to also imagine what will be their fate when you that has been supporting them blindly is get to find out exactly what they have been up to. What about those who have given them given him your money? Those who are supporting him, insulting in comment section, which we are keeping the record of all these people, because you cannot give excuse that you were confused, because there is no way you will be confused when people who have access to see the man you claim you want to protect his legacy, and he give you instruction, you ignored it. But those who does not have that access gives you a message, you digest it, it means that there is something absolutely wrong with you, and you must be seen as an enemy, because that is exactly what you are. So now let us proceed. Now that I have actually ported this, okay, now I want Biafrans to understand. Those who are joining us, you can actually rewind. We started at least 10 to 15 minutes ago. Okay, we actually started 10 to 15 minutes ago, so you can actually rewind to see exactly what we are talking about. We are talking about the health condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we have actually touched on few things. So now what we are going to talk about now is, why is it that after the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health condition started deteriorating? Now, why is it that after, have you ever asked yourself that after our leader's wife came to address Biafrans, the enemy were not happy? Now that brings me to what I have asked you and what I have told you just a few minutes ago. That now kicks me to it that the autopilot we are fighting today, they are the DSS, they are politicians, they are everything that has been fighting IPOB put together. So now I want to ask you, why do you think it is after the court case, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife come giving us the information, then the DSS now turn against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, start now to actually ill-treat him, to make his medical condition exacerbated? Now, you need to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife came to tell us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's mental health is in check. That his mental health is in check. Then Simon Ekpa now twisted that topic. When he twisted it, he told his autopilot followers that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, because the autopilot followers, they need interpreter. They cannot understand a common English. They cannot understand a common English. So they needed interpreter. That is the reason why the one in Finland is actually interpreting for them, telling them what he feel that he want them to know. And they are digesting what Eberima is telling them. Of course, most of those people that are actually listening to him, they are actually the same Eberima like him. Now I will clear it up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that his mental health is in check. that he has a medical condition, which is his heart condition, and he is not getting a good medical care in the DSS facility. Now Autopilot came swiftly to actually change that information and now relay it to the public in order to use it and turn against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, so that he does not stop them from stealing from Biafra struggle and IPOB. So when he changed it, what did he say? He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health condition is perfect, that he is better than all of us outside, because his gullible followers, I know that he does not understand English, but that is a very, very simple vocabulary that anybody will understand it. So I know that he understood it, but he now relayed it to his gullible followers so that they will now not understand it, because those ones, they need interpreter. Now you will understand that after that, them selling that narrative that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health condition is perfect. For you to now connect this dot that Simon, Autopilot, DSS, they are one people. I am not talking about the gullible Biafrans that was, blindly followed Simon because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu granted him interview. I'm not talking about those. I am talking about those who are in the forefront, who are the insiders of the Autopilot. Now, Autopilot, the DSS now decided now to create a topic for these entities. Create a new topic for these entities. To now, that topic which they will use to promote their propaganda against Lolo Uchechi Okukano, that he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's medical condition is perfect. Now, which this same thing is still on a public domain. If you haven't heard it, you can access it. It is actually in my page. It is actually in Rapture Media. It is actually in Biafra Time. It is actually everywhere on social media that you can be able to access them. But because of your ignorance, you cannot. You want to listen to it from a biased person, from a thief. Okay, now that is by the way. Remember when the time of changing of clothes, Ekperima said there is juju in Isiago. I told you it is the same thing that the DSS said in their private facilities. That Ekperima came and said, how come? Is that a coincidence? The answer is no. Now again, they claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife said that he is okay, perfect. Now the DSS now want to now create that, they want to now create that thing, to create that, that thing that they are pushing, that propaganda that they are pushing. They want to make it real. They want to now create that topic for them and make it real. That is the reason why they started maltreating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS facility. That is the reason why they stopped feeding him a good diet. That is the reason why they are depriving him access to his medical, doctors. So, in order to prove, in order to make our leader's wife, look like what the Autopilot are calling her. That is exactly what the DSS are doing. Now they will now bring, push that agenda. Simon will carry it up, and his gullible followers, they always start from Twitter. They will start writing junk. If you see the junk they are writing, you will know that these people that are writing this, their head is not correct. Now when they start tweeting and writing this junk in the name that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health condition was not okay, and that the wife came and said it was okay. Because anybody that goes to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and bring information, that person must be blackmailed. That is one of the, I will say one of the, primary agendas of the autopilot. That person must be blackmailed. That person must be, attacked, so that in the minds of the fools who are following the autopilot, it will look like they are actually doing the right thing. Because there are people, because of they are product of poverty, they are product of suffering, they are product of, not just poverty, abject poverty. It has mesmerized their brain. It has messed up their thinking faculty. It has messed their lives up that they can no longer reason like a refined human being. That is the reason why anything that goes by, they catch it up. If you understand how acquired immune deficiency syndrome occur, what it does to the body of a human being, first of all, it will start destroying every other, virus in your body. Then from there, it will now start eating up your organs, eating up your immune system. Then you are now going to be vulnerable to any virus, germs, disease that comes around, flies on the air. You will be vulnerable to them. You are now no longer immune to anything. It keeps you vulnerable. That's how it kills you. So that is exactly how this autopilot and those that are following them, demented souls, that is how the situation in Nigeria, have corrupted their minds. The situation, the abject poverty, the oppression, that's what it does to the mind of people. Do not undermine oppression. That's what it does to the mind of these people, to the extent that these people can no longer reason like a normal human being. They are victims of poverty, victims of circumstance, such as oppression, intimidation. These are the reason why they cannot reason properly. And sometimes you don't blame them. You don't blame them. So, the most important thing now is for you to understand that now Simon is working with the DSS. He is working with the DSS. They just want to confirm his propaganda. They just want to actually spark the plaques of his propaganda. That is exactly what they just did. Simon has been the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released. Simon has been the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health condition is deteriorating. Simon has been the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering in the DSS dungeon. Because they are holding on to Simon, believing that Simon will destroy IPOB. But they don't know that they cannot. They don't know that they will only try, but they will never. That is exactly what is going on. They are holding on, believing that he is going to divide the struggle, destroy the struggle, and actually hijack it, so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will not see anything to rely upon. Just like Simon told you that Wazurike saw his commander with Andioba. It was not what he told you. That was exactly, he was telling you so that you will be familiar with such, things. Because that is exactly what he wanted to do in this struggle, to destroy everything, so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will actually be heartbroken. he will be heartbroken. And out of frustration, for him to give up Biafra struggle. Because Simon Ekpa is pushing the same agenda like Udene. Simon Ekpa is pushing the same agenda like Owasofia. Simon Ekpa is pushing the same agenda as Nelly. All these people you see, they are pushing one agenda. But you don't understand. These are demented souls. These are demented souls. But the most important thing is that we will never allow them to thrive. We will never allow them to achieve this thing that they are planning to achieve. Because Elohim Chukwoki Kabiama, who is empowering us to be able to decode everything that they are planning, be able to decode what they have done in secret, be able to bring it to light, it will never allow them to actually, further this their evil and treacherous behavior. Because they don't mean well to Umochukwu. And Simon Ekpa, you are going to pay. I know you are here watching, but you are going to pay, dog. Mbaka, your friend, is a Koge Simamada Amaro. He's your friend, right? Where is he today? Koge Simamada Amaro. You are going to pay dearly. This is not, it is not about you coming to manipulate. You can continue to do what you are doing, but your time is up. All of you, your time is up. So those of you who are following these people sharing their propaganda, insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his legacy, if you don't start now, you will never finish. That you starting now does not mean that you are going to finish. Simon Ekpa is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the DSS dungeon. And he is consciously doing what he is doing. He's working with the DSS. He's getting information from the DSS. He is doing their bidding. He is doing their broadcast. He is speaking for them. He is their mouthpiece on the media. But constructively, those of you who are not able to actually understand simple English spoken by our leader's wife, how will you be able to decode the constructive, the constructive nature of Simon Ekpa's broadcast? How will you be able to do so? As somebody say you want to call, I don't have really strength to pick up a call, but you can actually call. Let me just take your call. You can actually call if you have the number. I don't know if you have the number. You can actually call. Let me just take only your call. Somebody's supposed to call. I will take your call because I'm actually rounding up this broadcast. I just wanted to I thought I may share this with you because it's been bothering me, and there is no way I will be able to rest if I don't get it off my chest. It is actually something, that I received this evening, this afternoon, but I was not able to have a broadcast earlier. So the person who want to call, you are actually chatting on Facebook at Judge Money blog. So okay. You can actually call. Do you have the number? Good day, Harrison. Do you have the phone number? You can actually call if you have the phone number. So do you have it? I don't want to share it there because I just want to receive one call from you. I don't know if I don't know who else want to call. You can actually call if you want to call. The person sending me messages that you want to call. You can call. Only you. Then after you, we call it a day. So while we are waiting for you to call, we will actually continue. So I want you people to know that it is very simple to actually decode the activities of these infiltrators. Very, very simple. It is not something that is, that need a degree in criminal or in criminology, or need a degree in IT, or it does not need a degree in anything, detectives. You don't need any of that to actually decode these people, to actually solve these people. All you need is your number C's, common sense, which is no longer common anymore in this our days, because people are becoming very, very stupid and dumb. So I want you to make sure that whatever you are doing, you should understand that So I believe the voice is back. The voice should be back, but it will take like I know for you to get it, Mazi, for you to get that voice, it will take like few seconds. So I believe the voice is back, but confirm for me, please. So, like I was saying, those of you who are supporting Autopilot today, those of you who are in Autopilot today, you are the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still suffering in the DSS dungeon. You are the reason. Whether you are following them consciously, whether you are following them, gullibly, you are the reason, because you are the ones who is making, sending a message as, to the DSS that what they are doing to us through Autopilot is working. Maz, is it coming out?
Yeah, the voice is coming out now. Yeah.
Okay, and I believe you want to talk. You want to say something.
Yeah. Let me say a few things to my brother before we can call it.
All right, please come in.
I don't know if people can hear me, Mazi.
They can hear you. The whole world is paying attention.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother George Money, for the good job that you are doing.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much for coming out to enlighten our people. Dear friends all over the whole world, I salute you. This is your brother Mazi C2 calling you from a location at the moment. I appreciate Onyendu anywhere he is. Okay, we guide and protect him. And the DOS and the HOD, we salute all of you that is working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is being restored. And then I salute our gallant men, the ESN, that are right now in our bush, safeguarding our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, and our brothers, safeguarding our land from these Fulani Janjaweed, the terrorists from all Sahel, that that are right now masquerading the name of Ebobago and the Zoo Police and the Army and DSS. They are everywhere in our land looking for who to devour. But by the time they are coming to kill us, we are not going to fold our hand. And at the end of the day, we are going to win this battle, because Umuchuku never lost any battle before, and they can never stay and watch this Janjaweed come into our land to kill us. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how many of us they kill. It doesn't matter how many of us they imprison. It doesn't matter how many they adopted. It doesn't matter how many, they took away, include with the help of these governors in our land. And I know that these people are not our own people, because the Fulanis, these Janjaweed Fulanis, you can see them, their governors in their land can never call any army or police to come and kill them, despite all the killings they have been doing to all other ethnic groups in the north. You can see how they are killing people, going in the church, bombing churches, going in a prison jail, breaking it down, killing people, taking away their own fighters. You can see all the atrocity. Nigerian government are paying them billions. You can see all the manner of insult they are committing against other ethnic groups. Their politicians never call any military to come and kill them. But in our own land, when we say we are not going to be slave for this Fulani Janjaweed, we see the governors in Biafran land, they will come and call all these Fulani terrorists in Nigerian uniform. They will come and start shooting our people, destroying their properties, owning our markets. All those things is being documented, it's being recorded, it's being documented. Because I believe at the end of the day, these politicians will be wholly responsible. It's just a matter of time. Our people will wake up, and then we will take these people, the bull by the horn. Believe you me, Biafrans, these politicians will never go unpunished. The example is Kuramadu. Where is he today? He is dying. As I'm speaking to you now, Kuramadu is dying. But you see, the remaining of these politicians, they must pay for what they have committed in our land. It's just a matter of time. There is nothing there is not anything I say come to pass. They will pay. Their guns and bullets will never scare us away. Their all their humiliation, their incarceration, their inhumane against Biafrans, their whatever they plan to do to us, and whatever they have in the mind they can use to subdue us. They have planned these things right from time. They have mapped it out how they're going to destroy us. You can see from Kule and this Shetima, the tape that leaked what they said about us after 4 years, that Igbo will be relevant in Southeast and in Nigeria. All Biafrans have forgotten all these things. All these things you see is happening now is the agenda. They said it. Biafrans, they say these things, and you hear the tape. So when you hear these things, you think they're not going to carry it out. That is what you are seeing now happening. That is the plan. That is that tape that leak, because they never know that tape is going to leak. That is what you see going on in our land now. Let's burn their markets. Let's burn their properties. Let's let's scatter them. Let's humiliate them in a manner of where they cannot get themselves. They are doing it unto say they are going to, humiliate us and other things. But we are going to fight them back. It doesn't matter what it takes. All it takes now is for them to trigger something that's going to make our people wake up properly, and the zoo will be burned down to the ashes. It's going to happen. People will see it happen. It's not this is not era of 1967 or 70. Our people in all over the whole world, we troop back home, and we are going to defend our land. And the zoo will witness it, because our people will not stay in Europe and watch these people, invade our land, and without a lot of time. It will happen. Everybody will see it happen. Mazi, let me go to what is going on now, and about our leaders' health. There's something I want to let Biafrans understand. You see, you know that this Berima in Finland, our people should understand that he's working with DSS. Biafrans, understand that Samanepa is a mouthpiece of DSS in social media. But our people don't know this. But we do. The reason why we are telling you these things, you will come out and say, where is your evidence? Where is the evidence? That is what makes you a coward. When the people that knows more than you are telling you what is happening, there are some things you don't see, we see. There are some things some of you don't know, we know. But we come out here and tell you, because I know you want to hear it from maybe a white man, yes, before you can agree. That is why you fall victim. When we tell you something, if you don't take it, you will fall victim. The same way Perima said to you, he is going to, you people should start bringing your CVs, if you have a police qualification, bring your CV. There is a number to call. If you have doctor this, bring your CV. And you don't ask yourself, this idiot that is staying in one room in Finland, asking you to bring CV, asking you to donate $10,000 every month, does it mean that our people are becoming cowards? I don't understand this. Does it mean that our people cannot reason anymore? Does it mend that they say the Igbo now the Igbo people are the people they known to be wise? So how come this idiot in Finland is manipulating you people? But I believe it's not the hard cause. It's not the hard cause. There are some people I believe they are not IPOB members, but they are very, very they know who this guy is. And IPOB hard cause know who they are. It's just the culpable ones who did not know this idiot who he is. That is the reason why we are here, for you not to fall a victim. Because if you fall a victim, that is your own problem. That is your own business. We are going to make you understand that do not go there, you will fall a victim. But if you can't fall a victim, that is, you are going to blame yourself at the end of the day. We keep coming out, we keep telling our people. But let me tell you something that is going on right now, our people. Because, common sense is not common anymore. You cannot dictate the handwriting on the wall. You cannot dictate when things are going wrong. Biafrans, does it mean that you cannot dictate something that is going wrong? But I'm about to tell you something now. The reason why DSS is doing what they are doing. Listen very, very well. You remember that a few weeks ago, Mazi, our Lolo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife, come out on social media. Have you been hearing his voice for the past how many years Mazi was kidnapped? The answer is no. You know the reason why he kept quiet? Because she knew that the DOS knows exactly what they are doing. He knew that DOS and HOD, they are working. But when she come out after visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he came out and tell you people that you Biafrans are in the right way, in the right path, following the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you aware that the DSS is not happy about it? Are you aware?
Of course.
Biafrans, are you aware that the DSS is not happy about that his era is finished? They know that he cannot manipulate our people again. They know that he has nothing to offer again. They know, the DSS know that Samaleba, we have weakened him. Everybody are beginning to understand. You know what they did? Now they start starving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They start, not allowing him to take his medication. They refuse to allow him to see his personal doctor. Do you know the reason why they're doing those things? They want to counter our leader's wife. That is exactly what they are doing. They want to counter him so that Samanepa can have mouth again to start convincing you people to come out and say, oh, you see, the wife come out and tell you that Mazi, he said that Mazi is okay, this. You people can see now that Mazi is not okay. That is the propaganda of Samanepa. The DSS purposely doing all these things for him to get mouth again, for this experiment in Finland, to get mouth, to start propaganding, putting his propaganda outside for you people to start believing that Mazi's wife is not saying the right thing. She just come out and say that thing. Don't you know that that is what happened? It has happened before. Anytime we debunk these criminals, our people are beginning to wake up. DSS will add something that is going to give him out again in social media to talk. This is exactly what is happening. They will deny Mazi his meal. They will deny him his medication. They will deny him access to see his doctor. So that this in Finland we have mouth to talk again in social media. Because they know he has nothing again to offer. So this is exactly what happened. Immediately our Lolo comes out, they know that the game is up. They know, everyone knows that the game is up. What is DSS going to do to give him out again to speak? Is to deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu food, is to deny him medication, is to deny him everything, so that everyone will have mouth to come and saying lies again in social media. That is exactly what happened. But we know that Biafra, some of them don't know, some knows. So Mazi, this is what I have for our people to understand exactly what is going on. Samanepa, this experiment is working with DSS. We have been telling our people that this guy is an agent of DSS, but you people will start looking for evidence. By the time you will be looking for evidence, he will deceive you and you'll be dead. By the time you realize, now we are telling you, get away from there. We know who he is. We know who he is. He knows that whatever we say here is not lie. He knows. But let me tell you something. Devil himself can call Jesus his father. Don't you know? Devil can pretend to call Jesus his father to get what he wants. Samaneba is working with the DSS because he knows that his game is up. Our Lord come and
Don't you remember that the
DSS
scripture say that
out.
a scripture say that it's not everybody that call me father that knows me. So it is as a result of what is going on here now. It is our everyday life, things that people use to manipulate us. That is the scripture, So continue, my brother.
Yes. So, Mazi, watch what is happening. Anytime we destroy these people on social media, they don't have anything to say again. DSS will add something where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to give them mouth to say. The coming out of law, our leader's wife, our queen, was the reason why DSS is not denying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to his doctor, access to his medication, and
it's not actually
him.
the coming out
Do you know
of.
why they
It's
are
not.
doing it?
It's not
They are
actually
doing
the.
it to give.
Mazi too. It's not actually the coming out of our queen. The propaganda that Berima started raising, for them to validate it, they have to now make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to suffer.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Exactly. That is what I'm trying to explain here. Yes. That is what I'm trying to explain here. And immediately our queen says what he says, and for them to give this Berima voice, they start now, starving our leader. This is not the first time they have done it. We know every movement they do. We know, we saw it. We see them.
Of course.
So I am asking the trans, the more you support Berima, the more you see Berima with his propaganda, the more you support him, the more you are making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remain in DSS dungeon. Don't you know that? Because this Berima is working with the DSS dungeon. But he will not come out and tell you. But it's up to you to decode what is happening. Anyway, let me say that we will come out here and keep telling you people, because I know some of you don't know, but some of you do know. Don't you know that it's some Leba propaganda that's still keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention? But you say you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But you don't know that the Berima in Finland, his propaganda is what is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Don't you know? Because the Jew have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They keep asking him to keep pushing to see if they can achieve their goal. But they cannot achieve their goal. It's impossible. There is no how a Berima voice can suppress IPOB voice. Don't you know that there is no how a Berima voice can suppress IPOB that is stationing in 100 and something countries all over the whole world? And you think that his voice, one idiot voice in Finland, can suppress IPOB voice? Who told you that? Who did their work there? Who told you that it's going to happen? It's a matter of time. It's going to run out. It's going to fizzle away. Don't you see that when the last time Mazi was going to court, he told you people that he's going to go in and work on the ground. He's actually running away because he thought Mazi would be released that day. We know his plan. We know the people he's working for. Mazi, we keep telling our people.
For sure.
If they want to listen, let them listen. If they don't want to listen, it's up to them. But let me make it clear. For the time of Ebubaku in our land, Ebubaku you see are Fulanese because they are not happy because we banned their Nama. And now they have to bring out all some of their Fulani terrorists and put them give them Nigerian army uniform to start killing our people. We know all those things. We will be the Biafrans. Ebubagu you are seeing in Biafra land and yet Allah. Biafrans, I repeat, Ebubagu you are seeing in Biafra land is Mieti Allah. They are not, Mieti Allah is not happy that we ban their cow. How are they going to retaliate? They are retaliating through Ebubagu. Ebubagu you are seeing is a Fulani Janjaweed, terrorists in Nigerian army, coupled with some slave for their bought. Now, we are going to defeat them. We are going to let the whole world know that Ebubagu, we know who they are. Because if they you see how they destroy our market. That is the handwriting of Mieti Allah. This is not the proper Nigerian army. This is Mieti Allah in the name of Ebubagu. They want to destroy our markets because we ban them from their. Whenever you see all those things, that destruction happening to us, know now that the Ebubagu is a coded name, but these are Mieti Allah in Nigerian uniform. Mazi, I will leave it here. All I'm saying that Mazi said, if you offend this IPOB, he will never forgive you. But you can offend him, he will forgive you. But you see this IPOB, some of you that have offended IPOB, some of you that have caused IPOB pain, believe you me, we are recording, we are keeping record, we are keeping every pictures, we are keeping record. At the end of the day, you will pay. This is not 1967 where Ojukwu allows some people to get away with their crime. Go in Biafra land and ask them. They are not getting away with their crime.
This is not
They are not getting
1967
away
when
with
it
their
was
crime.
only the BBC that was keeping the documentaries.
Exactly. BBC that was keeping the documentary and blockade us. They did not showing the whole world what is happening. But now we have our media. Whatever happened, we show it to the whole world, and the whole world will see it. So that is the thing. This is, and I repeat again, this is not 1967 where some criminals, fight Ojukwu. His own brothers, they fight him, and they get away with it, and they sabotage him. They get away with it because we allow saboteurs to reign so much. That is why where we are today. We allow saboteurs to reign. We allow saboteurs to debate for us. We allow saboteurs to have fingerprint. We allow saboteurs to rear their ugly head. We allow saboteurs since 1967 to grow. We allow saboteurs to have children. We allow them to drink water. We allow them to dictate for us. But this time around, with the help of ESN, with the help of this new recruit of USM, saboteurs are going to get it hot. We are not going to spend, even though if you are part of my family and you are said you are working for any agent to keep Biafrans in the name of Ebubago, or in the name of whatever, or you are pointing hand. You that is pointing hand, somebody is seeing you. Don't you know that IPOB have the way they work? We can use 2 people. We can use 3 people to get one person. And we are doing it. We know them. Some of them are on the run. As I speak to you, some of them is on the run. And had Abagidos until he had Waterloo. Samaneba knows it. He knows that all the boys he's sending to come and be doing rubbish. Ask Samaneba, where are they? Where are those boys? Where are they? He will not come and tell you that he is killing your children, because he will come out and send them in an era thinking that he wants to make IPOB feel pain, or he wants to make DOS feel pain, that he's in charge. He knows that he's not in charge of ESM. He knew quite very well he cannot command our people. He knew, but he's doing all those things to see, to gang up, to see that to come and show his gullible ones, to make you think that he's somebody, to make you think that he's have upper hand against DOS. But that is lie. We know that is lie. We know that anywhere we saw his gang, they are torn and gone forever. He knows this. Samanepa knows that any person he send an error, if we don't catch him today, we catch him tomorrow. We will tell you, I got no idea that if you raise up your ugly head, our securities will catch you. And we are not going to show you every video anymore, because once we are showing you there is no more thing you can hear from us. Samaneba, go and ask him. All the whole boys that you have convinced, where are they? It's no matter of he coming to yapping. He will declare no fly zone. He will look at how this guy is turning your voice. He's turning your brain. An idiot, and a riffraff. He's turning you people that he will declare no fly zone in one room in Finland with one computer and 2 phones. He will declare no fly zone. He will buy anti-sophisticated missiles and want it where?
He want to buy air defense system, Iron Dome.
Yes, he will buy Iron Dome to mount it in there for my backyard.
I have told him, whenever you talk online, you should understand there are intelligent people watching. I have warned him about it, but he's ignorant. Just like his followers are ignorant, he is as well ignorant. Let him continue to feel, to disgrace himself. He will fizzle away from the media. He will never show this his face on the media. So I am calling on you, Simon Epa. Whatever you know you are achieving in the media, achieve it as quick as possible, because you are going to fizzle away very soon. It's a promise I made you, and you will see it happening. As a Situ, do you still have something to say? Cuz I'm
Mazi,
exhausted.
I have nothing to say. I will leave it here. I will ask our people to read the handwriting on the wall. The person that is saying he's going to declare no-fly zone, ask him what did he know about no-fly zone. Please ask him. Let him explain to you people, what do you mean about no-fly zone? And he said he's going to bring Iron Dome. You ask him, what does he mean by Iron Dome? You see, this guy can come out and lie to you people, but not people like us, because we are sophisticated, full of knowledge more than him. It's quite unfortunately that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make that mistake and allow this bastard to interview him. That is the mistake Mazi made. Yes, that was the mistake for allowing him to interview him. Some of you will say, but did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not see him? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not notice before? Did he not see all these things? But let me tell you something. Most of you have been accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I could remember when you say, "Oh, give other people chance. Let other people come in." When you keep telling him, some of you were saying, "Oh, Biafra is Igbo thing, Igbo thing." Some of you were saying, Mazi, they were saying a lot of things. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not, because if you are doing Biafra, propaganding for Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will love you. He will love you. As long as you are talking about Biafra for we to be free, he will love you.
Yeah, if you are propagating Biafra,
how many of you
yes.
Yes, how many of you that have the good mind they have?
That is the thing. That is the problem, because if you can understand, ever since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have this problem, most of these guys that has been propagating for Biafra, where are they today? A whole lot of them, they have disappeared. Chukwu ga-akpọfe ọkụ mgbe Maazị pụtara ka fa bịa mebe ife ndị hypocrite. Chukwu ga-akpọ ha ncha niile ọkụ.
Mazi, these people have no shame. These people have no shame. They have no shame because, but this time around, IPOB is changing it for them. Are you aware that if DOS did not refuse this, did not, let's say, if DOS could have allowed Sameneba in Radio Biafra, do you know that by now Nelly's nude would have been in Biafra page? Are you aware?
Of course.
Nelly's nude could have been in Biafra page, and it's not going to. There is no how you can take it out except you shut the whole radio station, the whole page down. Except you shut it down, and which is not good for us. If DOS did not know who this guy is, sign the code of conduct. He refused. He said that he will not take any command from anybody. Sign the code of conduct. You think if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say give you a slot to broadcast, then DOS will just come in and just tell you, okay, take off without checking your background. Some of you that are listening to my voice now, when you go to look for job, didn't they check your background and check your criminal record? Some of you idiots that live in Western world, you pretend because you are a hater of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you go to look for job, don't they check your background and check your criminal record and check whether you have committed anything? That is exactly what DOS did. They are not cowards. They are doing their job. They can't just handle you IPOB property for you to. Who are you? Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say they have to check who you are.
Mazi Situ.
Yes, Mazi.
Please check if we are still coming out on Facebook. Did they block us off where our voices are not coming out anymore?
No, I think Mazi, I think the YouTube one is going, but I think it's
Facebook.
Anyway, Mazi, yes, if you want to go now, we can go. At least we have made our points, but sometime it comes and go.
Hold on.
The
There is
YouTube.
something I want to tell you after the program. Don't drop. Let me finalize the
Okay.
program because I think they have invalidated the program on Facebook. But we will take it from YouTube and post it to Facebook if it is not coming out. So, great Biafrans.
No, the YouTube is coming out.
Yeah, YouTube is coming out. Great Biafrans all over the world. They have indeed, I think they have. I don't know if it is from my end, but from Facebook I cannot click the saying the volume. They turned off the video. They turned off the video from viewing on Facebook. Reason best known to them, but we are going